It was 2:30 in the morning on December the 20th, 1976, when my mother, Carrie Hazel Tabor, delivered me in Deaconess Hospital in Great Falls, Montana, in the middle of a blizzard. I was the second child who lived, but the seventh that was conceived. You see, my mom prayed for children, and after having 4 miscarriages, she had my brother Samuel Troy in 1974. And then she had another miscarriage. I'm assuming that was in 1975. And then she delivered me in 1976. So learning of this story growing up, I knew that I was supposed to be here. Throughout my life, I've seen the favor of God demonstrated through the family I was blessed to be born into, where my mom and dad gave us the name that equated with faithfulness in our community. I was favored to be a part of the youth group at Southside Church of God in Christ, where I grew in leadership and my passion for Christ. And I was favored to be raised in what is known as the Key City, Abilene, Texas. In 20 years of being in the Air Force, my dad was stationed in Abilene 3 times, including the last time when we moved there in 1979. You see, Abilene is unique in that it was a city of about 100,000 people, but everyone treated us like we were special. Anything of note that we accomplished appeared in the Abilene Reporter News. I remember the first time I was featured, I was 12 years old, and I had auditioned for the nationally acclaimed Bobby Jones Gospel Choir show at the Abilene Civic Center. Over the years, they continued to affirm my leadership, from attending the National Youth Leadership Conference in Washington, D.C., to co-hosting the local television show Camp Waku on our local ABC and Fox affiliate stations. And I'll never forget that night in October of 1994 when I won Homecoming King with the Queen, Sonia Scott. It was a dream come true, and though Abilene wasn't perfect, it was a great place to grow up. I still have friends from as early as the 3rd grade that I met there. As I matriculated to the University of Texas in Austin, I was blessed to be a part of Preview 95, where I connected with Black and brown students who offered the opportunity to learn in the summer and build community, becoming our security and foundation on campus. And from the time I served as a president of Intervision Gospel Choir or a member of Gamma Phi Delta, from serving as a resident assistant to an orientation advisor, I loved being a Longhorn and will forever be grateful to the friends that I made there. After graduation, ministry continued to be a major part of my life, from serving on staff within the Varsity Christian Fellowship and later at Greater Mount Zion, to eventually planting Full Life Community Church, and later serving as the program director of Lifeguard for the Source, where we taught sex and character education to middle school and high school students throughout Central Texas. In each of these roles, I loved connecting people to their calling for their life. Currently serve as the program director of Apartment Life, serving teens that create community in their apartments through loving their neighbors here in Central Texas. And I'm also continuing to handle all of my speaking, writing, and coaching through Triple I Coaching, a company that I founded in 2008 to inform, instruct, and inspire people to fulfill their purpose. I'm forever grateful to my wife, April, who has stood by my side for over 22 years, 18 years we've been married. I'm thankful to my daughters, Anaya and Karis, for keeping me grounded and motivated to leave a legacy that they can build on. And with that in mind, today I'm excited to announce my new book, Prioritize for Your Purpose, Ordering Your Life to Be Extraordinary. I began teaching these concepts back in 2005 when I served as the campus staff member for Texas Gospel Fellowship. It was during our Leap Fall retreat. I noticed that many of our students were overcommitted and ineffective because they made everything important, which meant that nothing was important. You see, when you're young, gifted, and Black, everybody wants to use you to get their goals accomplished. And so students were leading in 3 and 4 organizations, lacking the focus to be effective in any of those. And they struggled often to maintain relationships, let alone their grades, which was the main reason they were there. I realized that if they better understood their purpose, they would likely then be able to better prioritize their roles, their relationships, their time, and their money to fulfill that purpose. So I hosted the Prioritize for Your Purpose workshop at LEAP in 2005, and I continue to host this same workshop in various forms from 2009 up to 2020. But now it's being published as a resource for all to use in their journey of discovering, developing, and fulfilling their purpose. During the past year, we've lost a lot of people to COVID-19, gun violence, heart attacks, and the like, and I'm more committed than ever to accomplishing the purpose that God placed me on the planet for. I'm not in a hurry to go to heaven, but when I do get there, I want to hear him say, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful for the few things, and I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share in your master's happiness." So you can pray for me as I begin re-engaging my doctoral studies at Baki Graduate University, where I'm pursuing a doctorate in transformational leadership. This is my third attempt to complete this degree, but I believe this is the time that it'll get done. You can also pray as we launch Prioritize for Your Purpose as a book, as an online course, as we serve with a book tour. Pray for favor as we look to partner with high schools and colleges and universities throughout the state of Texas and around the country to make this material available to students in this very crucial season of their lives. And if you want to be the first to know when the book is released, I want to encourage you to click on the link in my bio so that you can pre-order the book today. Each morning I awake and I literally say, "This is the day that the Lord has made. I choose to rejoice and be glad in it." I'm committed to living in purpose, on purpose, to fulfill the purpose that God has for me. Thank you all for your prayers and support. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.